Hi everyone, this is Guido Pelagos. Now it's been a little while since I put a last video up, but yeah, a lot of has happened. I'll talk about it in a live show or something soon, but today, first, a wristwatch check. Yeah, wearing my SBGX 115. Why? Because I wanted to wear something really nice today. Now, I found out that, sometimes you fall in love with a watch just instantly. But it doesn't always happen. A watch can grow on you as well. Now, for example, the Pelagos grew on me a lot because first I was out to get the. That's a lot of shade suddenly. So first I was out to get the Tudor Heritage Chrono, the blue one, and finally, and I saw I remember the first time I saw that Pelagos. I didn't like the hands. I didn't like the way it looked, the black and the matte. And then I kept passing by as soon as I was going over to Tudor's. And at one point it just grabbed me. I was just like, fuck, man, that Pelagos is a gorgeous watch. And I never regretted buying the Pelagos and wearing it as a beater for 6 years now or something. So yeah, that was a great watch. And then I started wondering, sometimes you fall in love instantly. Like, this watch was instant love. And I don't regret it either. But I've had other watches that were an instant love that I fell out of love for like a year after or 6 months after. The Zenith, for example, I had the 410Z Chronomaster Moonface. That was a great watch. It looked great, but it felt too complicated for me. I was too careful with it. I couldn't find the right strap for it. The original bracelet didn't fit that well, I thought. So at the end of the day, you buy a watch that you thought was really great, and then you flip it. And I think that's what a lot of people do when they buy a Rolex. They buy a Rolex because people say you need a Rolex, that bullshit. And they get it, and they wear it for 2 years, and they're thinking, it's just another Datejust. I want to have something else. And they buy a sub, and then they had the sub, and say, yeah, but I want to have a little color in my watch. So I had to buy a Hulk or a Kermit, and then they buy a Batman. Hulk, Kermit, Batman. Guys, we're talking about Rolex, but Hulk, Kermit, Batman. Really? Are you a grown-up person? I mean, I think the biggest Rolex fanboys are the biggest boys. Yeah, they're boys. They're fanboys. They're not fan men. This is the reason why 007 wears Omega, is that all the bad boys have started to wear Rolex. You cannot wear a Rolex as the good guy. Rolex is the dark side. And many Rolex people agree, unless you are a real aficionado that really knows what he's doing. But in general, Rolex is for the bad guys, the rappers, and the football players, and it's just not me. So I finally came to a watch that I really thought was really, really cool. And that is the Omega Globemaster. Now, I spent a lot of time online looking for watches, and I found the Globemaster and the Grand Seiko Skyflake, which is also a gorgeous watch. But then again, I thought that might be a little bit difficult to service or to keep nice or whatever. And you know what? That Omega Globemaster, I had the same impression that many other people had when I found it. Now, I'm not talking about the annual calendar, just writing 3 letters of the month on the dial, like within the hour markers, I think is just hideous. So I'm not talking about that one. But the original Globemaster from 2015 with the blue dial, pie pen dial, and then on a bracelet is a fantastic watch. I remember first time seeing it going like, nothing special, if you want to. But that's the beauty. That was the beauty of the Pelagos, and that's the beauty of the Globemaster. You have to watch. It is a watch. It's like a Dave Matthews CD. I mean, the Globemaster, you have to wear it, I think, for a few weeks, and then you'll suddenly start to see its beauty and start to love it. And I think that's what Omega was going for, not going for the popular watch, because it's a rival for the Datejust, right? The Globemaster is a rival for the Datejust, and the Datejust is just boom in your face. It's a Rolex. Everybody knows what it is. So you think you made it, you buy your Datejust. But when you buy that Globemaster, you buy a piece of horology. You buy a piece of a horological firm, Omega, that, as horologists know, is like, when Rolex is here, Omega is somewhere very, very up high when you're talking about horology. I'm not talking about strength quality, but in horological sense, Omega just dwarfs Rolex. That's just the truth. I mean, Rolex never made it true beyond Omega. You can buy one next week if you want one. Anyway, so I'm not saying the one is better than the other, but the Globemaster is such a great watch, and I'll go into it why I like it maybe a little bit more later. But I was thinking, should I buy the rose gold two-tone one or the bracelet all steel with a blue dial? And it's a hard choice. I think that because the price is not that different, but I think I wouldn't wear a gold watch. If I had a gold watch, there you are. If I would wear a gold watch, I'd probably just wear it on occasion. So it wouldn't get any wrist time. It still makes you a liability for your surroundings when you go out because people see that it's golden watch. So golden watches are attractive. You might get robbed if you some drinks. And I bet if you wear that Globemaster all steel on the bracelet, and that's what I love about watches, which is probably unique for me and just a few others, because supposedly everybody wants everybody else to comment on your watch. It's like, hey, that's your thing. My thing is my watch. Love it if you like my watch. I love it. But I don't need your approval for my watch, because why? It's my fucking watch. And that's the thing, you ask, and it's funny because I asked like Don, Matt, Andy, Tom for their opinion about about the Skyflake and the Globemaster. But then again, which Globemaster would you buy? The one with bracelet, of course, but the all steel or the two-tone. And it's so funny because the one says, oh, I love the two-tone, it looks beautiful. And the other says, oh, the two-tone looks horrid, all steel every day, all day. So, and I think I as a looker, I might prefer the rose gold two-tone version of the Globemaster with the blue dial, but as practicality, wearing it every day, and one thing is a very different thing that is really nice about the Globemaster that's not on the rose gold is that the bezel is tungsten, and I think a tungsten bezel, I think they call it tungsten carbide or whatever. It's just very, very hard, and I'm afraid that a lot of other bezels and other watches, I've seen it on my Longines with a clean bezel, it will scratch. Right, and I think it was Tim Mosso who said about people buying a Nautilus, like if you bring it into service, so many people will have to buy a whole new top flip case for the watch because it's all scratched. And if you got like a $40,000 or for the same watch secondhand $80,000 watch, it's kind of weird if it's all scratchy. But I think that Globemaster, because I decided for myself as well. I'm not a rich fucker. I say that all the time on the channel. If I buy an Audemars, I have to sell all my other watches, get a loan, and I can buy one. But it's not me. I don't want to be dependent on my watch. And just as much as I can see somebody who makes $100 a month enjoy a Vostok, I can enjoy my watch without feeling myself any inferior to anything. Especially as more luxurious your watch goes, often the more fragile they become. So what I decided is, like, I'm not going to buy it yet. I don't have the money. It will take years probably before I can buy the watch. But I decided that the Globemaster is a serious contender for the next, because you know what? I got a nice quartz diver, a ground Psycho. Psycho is the master of quartz, so I can buy a spring drive and stuff. But you know what? If you're gonna go quartz, that's a good one. Of course, I got the 1969 Constellation on the bracelet with the Dutch day. I got the Tudor Pelagos, which I've been using as a beater for 6 years. Great watch, great beater watch. Is it expensive as a beater? Not sure. It's got an ETA. It was 2,500 euros. So I see a lot of people who have like 6 Rolexes, an Audemars, a Lange, and a Patek, right? And then as a beater, they wear a Casio or a Psycho Turtle. That's like, dude, really? You couldn't spend like 2,000 euros on a Breitling Avenger secondhand that you can just smash around. No, you wanted to go from 9,000 euro watches that you normally wear back down to a $200 watch because you're gonna go do some stuff in the garden or you're gonna go diving. Fucking hell, if you spend $200,000 on watches, you can buy one Breitling or one Tudor or one Sub to just mash up everywhere. Now, I do try to be a little bit careful with my Pelagos because, it's the only I don't have that much money. It's the beta. I have to keep it working and nice. So the scratches I don't mind, but I can't just bang any watch against anywhere. So I got the daily wearer, the Pelagos. This is for special occasion diver. I got the 9069 Connie, and I think I need a nice dress. I always wanted to have a nice dress watch, and I used to want to be all over complications and this and that. But I think as you grow more into horology and you grow a little bit out of your nerdy stuff, which we all probably keep for the rest of our life, but just a little bit cooler. When I saw that Globemaster, I was like, damn, that is a gorgeous watch. And who knows? That might come to my collection as a daily wearer, because you can wear that watch on a strap or on the bracelet every day. People will see it as a normal watch, just as they say, oh, nice Psycho. You know, and that's what I want. I don't want every average Joe on the street to come up to me and say, hey, man, is that a real Omega? Is that a real Rolex? Wow, man, wow, what did you pay? How much was it worth? Did you buy it? Is it fake? Did you inherit it? No, man. It's like two motorcyclists passing each other, go like, hey, or two bus drivers, hey. And I'm like, it's fun, but it doesn't say anything about what you drive, what kind of personality you have. And I think if you got some character, now we'll go over why I didn't get some other. I mean, Don showed me the new Zenith D-Fi, the blue dialed one, which is a great, gorgeous three-hand date watch. He showed me the Breguet, I don't know which one, a Breguet Marine, which I didn't really like. I did like the bracelet on that one, but I didn't like the way the watch looked. So yeah, have a look at the Globemaster, and especially the blue and the one, well, I put it as a mark for the video, a thumbnail. But have a look, let me know, and you know what? Don't write it off as soon as you see it, because that's what I did 3 years ago. I was like, fuck, Omega, why did you bring out a watch like that? Why not with a lighter dial or just a bigger case or whatever? But it came back and people talked about it, and you see it again, and you suddenly see the absolute brilliant finish on that watch. People say, oh, buy Breitling, buy Planet Ocean, buy Datejust. Just compare the finishing on the Globemaster to the finishing on a Diver or any other watch in the same price category. In my opinion, only Grand Seiko with the Shiratsu polishing comes close. The rest is just not even near. So, yeah, just a little video of me. Well, 12 minutes. It's been a little while. Will be some extra videos up. Of course, it's Facebook free February. So anytime I'm on Facebook, I could be on YouTube, which is a good thing. All right. Hope to see you soon again. Thanks for watching this latest video, and more to come very soon. Chowdy, chowdy, bye.